Welcome to Pranic Talk TV. I'm Elitom El-amin.
And I'm Shana Dean.
Enjoy the show.
Talk about energy, whatever.
I know the energy at Osmosis.
Are you live?
This is Elitom El-amin,
And this is Shana Dean. Hello.
the light beam. And here we are up in Northern California, and we're at the Osmosis.
We're at the Osmosis Spa, which
Oh.
is near Occidental in Sonoma County.
Right, this is awesome, ain't it? And osmosis, I looked that up on a dictionary. That's like a quick download. One of the definitions of it. And that's what we're here to get, a quick download. You see the light is on us, and it's giving off information. Now look at this wonderful Buddha over here.
Yeah.
We was going to start, there's so many places to start to talk off at, but we just being us. Look at that. Pristine up under the tree.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh,
Now,
look at that.
Oh,
I didn't
man.
even know that was there. You hear those gorgeous chimes?
right, that's awesome. Affecting the body, giving us a good,
So nice.
it's so relaxing just being out here. See, what we're teaching is making your life into a retreat. Now, one guy said at the retreat that we had in Los Angeles, now you see how that Buddha's sitting? Now, before we were just looking at these as being statues like that. This is a statue. But now he said, as we was doing the meditations, being on the pranic path, and we see the energy that's coming through us in the Qigongs, this statue is like a, how should we say, it's symbolism for us.
Right.
It's more than just a statue. Now it's telling us what type of position we can be in to grab higher force energies.
It's also a nice reminder.
A nice reminder for us, so we won't forget, get too entangled up, to come back into ourselves. So that statue there is more than just a statue. That's a reminder for us to go back home, go back inside,
Right.
go back. Because if you get caught too much from yourself, that's where the problems, we run into increased stimuli, but you get roped in out there. And then that's where your health start getting bad. You get further away from the center, and then
And that's why we're at the spa.
that's why we're at the spa, right?
So actually, I think we can walk around to the back of it and give our little talk.
Oh,
We
absolutely.
have a few things we want to talk
We
about.
want to show you this beautiful place.
Yes,
Now,
yes,
look,
so
at
much.
look at that. Look,
Gorgeous.
and we're out here. It's affecting the body, the mind,
I
which is all
already
one.
feel calm just being here on the property.
As soon as
So
we came, a high energy.
Oh, I guess we've got to go through on the inside.
Oh, yeah, we got to go through the inside. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Oh, here we go.
It is. Okay.
All we had to do was turn the doorknob. See, we got so spoiled. We forgot to even work turning the doorknob. But look at this beauty out here. Wow.
Oh, and the creek.
Wa la la.
So nice.
Everywhere you go, there's beautiful places on the planet, but you got to open up your frequency and vibration to seek it out.
That's right. And you need to connect with that which is within you. And that's exactly what we want to talk about today, because you're always referring to yourself as God,
Yeah.
Elitom El-amin, and we want to finally say once and for all, what does that really mean?
What
'Cause
does that
people
really
are
mean?
Always asking.
Right. And some
Right?
people love it, and some people,
not so
yeah,
much.
you're not God. Okay.
Because they're thinking it's something that's coming from the ego. Now look at this. We're in this bamboo.
Oh, man, look at this. And we're in this. We're walking through it.
Yeah.
We got to show this to them. Look.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And the energy feels so, you felt that shift as we came through the doorway. They really got this place really set up nice.
Yeah, it is quite nice.
But that's what it's all about. Health and healing is the Breatharian journey on
Right.
any type of level, whether if you eat or not. It's about how you setting up your mind, how you setting up your consciousness.
How are you running your energy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How are you taking care of yourself? And this is why we're at the spa,
Right.
right? If you need to, take care of yourself. Go within, you know?
Taking care of yourself actually comes first, because if you could take care of yourself at a high degree, you could take care of others at a higher degree.
Yes, yes. And not just the people who are around you, but affecting it on a larger scale.
Right, absolutely.
Your city, your country, the world. It really does make a difference. It really does.
Now look at this. We're on the walking trail, right? Now this is how good they got this place set up. Now, for people who do want to stop and get refreshments,
Right, you've got nuts, you've got some tea, some filtered water with lemon.
oh man, the nice cool statue again. Everything's really decorated out here. This is on a walking path. Look at this.
We're going to the Japanese gardens where people go to meditate, actually.
Oh, this is awesome, beautiful up here. So we got to take y'all to the...
So be mindful that hopefully no one will be here meditating, because then we'll have to go somewhere else to give our talk.
Right, because we'll be talking.
Right. But we'll just see how it is. And we've been given permission.
Yeah, we've been
to
given
come
permission.
film here today.
But,
So.
and we're so good at it now. See, this is why we evolve. Is say if people are back here meditating, we'll still be back here filming, but we'll be communicating with you through the mind. So you got to pick up what we're saying.
We'll be, yeah, exactly. Telecommunication.
All right, here we go at the Japanese garden. And you can see they got the Japanese words up there. This is a beautiful place. Voila. Oh man, already you can feel the energy shift. And look at this water cistern here. It's coming out. Oh,
Yeah, this is so pretty.
so pretty.
And the sun is out.
Oh
And
man.
it's February.
Wow, in sunny
Oh,
California.
it's sunny. It's beautiful.
Oh man, we're spoiled.
And that blue sky. I mean, look at the sky.
Oh wow, look at that. That's like somebody, you can't Photoshop that. I mean, you could
So
try, it's not the same. We're here. Oh man.
So, we're talking about being here and the energy that's here. So we're talking a lot about, and this is the Breatharian path,
Right.
is cultivating that inner G.
Energy.
And you always like to say the inner G is in the letter G. Well, what is the inner G?
Right. And then I come out saying, oh, my name, I'm God.
Right.
And
So
all I'm saying is I have explored and I appreciate my energy.
the inner G, G being God. So it's the
Right.
God within.
Mm-hmm. And then
That's
you
within all of us, by the way.
and that's the first place you should at least try to find it.
Right.
Is within yourself.
Right. That's the only place you're probably going to find it.
Right. And then when you start seeing it in yourself, you can see it in other people because we're saying
Yes.
that everybody is being getting their power from the same source.
Right. We're all sparks of God. And you can call it God. And if you don't feel comfortable with that language, you can use source,
Right.
universe, the divine, whatever that is for you.
Exactly.
We refer to it as God or the inner G.
Right. Our higher self.
The higher self.
That's just another word we've been dealing with.
So the thing is actually we are all a part of God.
From the same source. Because
Yeah, we're all
notice
from the
that
same
in our
source.
message, we're talking about the unified consciousness.
Right.
So if I'm coming out saying I'm God on that level, and I talk about a unity consciousness, I'm talking about everybody.
Everybody. Yeah.
We're trying to break the duality.
Right.
That's all.
Right. It's not ego. It's not like, oh, you are the God, we should all worship you.
Right.
No. What Elitom's message is, connect with your own divinity and connect with your own energy.
Right.
So you can do what Elitom's doing.
It-
so
it-
you can be more pranic.
If anything, I was worshiping the cat last night. I was rubbing them, prostrating in front of them.
Cat's God too. It's all that divine energy.
Oh, man. Again, this is so beautiful. This is the Japanese garden. And we're out here at the spa. Now, I'm supposed to get a treatment later on. What is that?
Oh, so there is something here called, now I don't know because I don't work here, so I'm not a spokesperson, but I've experienced it and it's amazing.
Right.
It's a cedar bath, but it's kind of like a mud bath, but instead you're in like this this tub where they put like these really soft, very warm
That's what I need.
cedar. I don't want to. It's not even shavings because it's very soft. It's almost
Right.
like cedar fluff.
Oh,
but it's
man.
also mixed with enzymes. So as you're laying there, you're kind of buried in it. So you have the weight, you have
Oh,
the heat.
man.
It's so extremely relaxing, and it's
Right.
detoxifying the body, pulling out
Whoa.
toxins and putting enzymes in your system.
Now, I'm glad you brought out that word, detox.
Look.
Oh,
first
my
of all,
gosh.
Look at this.
Y'all ain't going to never believe this. Watch
We're
this.
gonna turn around for you.
Look at that.
Oh,
That's the meditation place.
it's a portal.
Oh, my gosh. Let's take them forward
Oh,
really
let's
slow.
Go, let's go. Yeah.
Oh, man. We're in paradise. We're about to utilize all this. We got permission to play.
And there's no one here, so we're not interrupting anyone. So that's good too. Oh, look how beautiful! Look, we're entering the portal. Is that
Whoa.
not completely peaceful?
This is awesome. You can feel the shift right here. See, all physical matter gives off its own energy field. So they got this really hooked up.
I feel so good just being here.
Here's the meditation mats on the floor. And see, you could do this at home. You know what I mean?
Just to carve out a space.
Just to carve out your own private space for meditation.
Look at this. This is gorgeous. And look at the sand.
Oh, wow. Look at this. This is the wonderful Japanese garden.
Hi, and here's Michael.
Wow.
We are filming right now.
Wonderful.
We are filming right now. Yes, you are on film. So this is Michael. Do you want to say anything?
Hey.
What's to say?
Oh, man.
Michael is responsible for this beautiful spa, and he's invited us here today to give our talk and to share the space with the world.
This is so awesome.
Thank you.
Oh,
Welcome.
man.
I'm glad to have you here.
Look.
This is sacred space,
Mhm.
and we always like to enhance it even further by bringing in various kinds of good energy to help.
Oh.
Now, we were just talking about energy.
Yeah.
Well, this is a very intentional meditative environment.
Awesome.
It's been created with a very specific purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and it's built on a lot of tradition,
Wow.
how to communicate and convey the meditative experience by virtue of creating a sculptural environment that really
Oh,
communicates
wow.
stillness.
Mm-hmm. This is perfect. And the stillness, the Zen basically, take you into the Zen. Am I right on that one?
Well, it's a tradition that this particular garden is based on, yes.
Oh, wow, this is so awesome. And like we was just coming through here, every bit of the way is like perfect. You did a great job. Well, the light is really using you to the highest degree.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, you can really feel
Oh
the
my
energy
gosh.
of your body shifting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
people feel it. I mean, that's the idea, that you come into the space and just be able
Right.
to have the communication come through
Mhm.
by virtue of the way in which the environment has been designed and laid out.
You got the right name for it, osmosis. We started out this by giving one of the definitions, like a quick download of information, of knowledge, for making contact with something.
Well, osmosis is really, truly, especially in our environment here,
Mhm.
very close to the actual scientific
Ah.
meaning of osmosis, where there is an osmotic barrier which allows things to permeate.
Mm.
So the classic example is the high school science test, where they actually take a container that has a membrane,
Right.
and on one side they put salt water, and on the other side they put fresh water,
Mm.
and then gradually the salinity of the water becomes equal in both parts
Ah.
by osmosis.
So it's like a balancing.
Wow.
So here, because of our feature treatment, the Cedar enzyme bath,
Oh, man.
where people immerse themselves in this fermenting medium, which is filled with billions of organisms,
Right, right.
then the skin, as the osmotic barrier, allows an inflow and an outflow and an exchange
Right.
between all the organisms that are inside of your body and outside of your body.
That is awesome.
That's the fundamental reason.
And that's like detoxifying the body to...
Oh yeah, a very powerful detoxification.
Whoa.
Because it increases metabolism to a
Mhm.
really high level, because the form of bacteria that's most active in our body is in the metaphilic or middle range temperature, and that's where the microbiome lives, right?
Wow, listen at that.
But in the Cedar enzyme bath, we have the much more active and much hotter thermophilic bacteria. These are the bacteria that are used to break down lignin
Right.
in carbon fibers in the whole composting process. So
Mm.
they operate at a much higher temperature. So
Wow.
they're much more active, and they're metabolizing much more rapidly.
And how long would a person have to lay in there?
Well,
Or how long is it in the osmosis spa?
people go into the enzyme bath for 10 to 20 minutes,
Mm.
depending on their heat tolerance and
Right.
just how they're experiencing it. It's an intense heat.
Ooh.
For some people, it is incredibly delightful, and they don't want to get out when the 20
I've
minutes
done it.
are up.
I've done it. It's amazing.
Oh,
And for
man.
others,
Nice.
10 minutes is enough. The main, it's 3 treatments in one.
Yeah.
It's a heat treatment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a metabolic boosting treatment, and it's also a profound aromatherapy treatment.
Whoa. Now that's awesome.
Yeah, we use the most fragrant cedar in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually technically a cypress, and it contains these very evocative terpenes, which
Oh,
are
man.
the same feature that makes the use of cedar a primary element in Aboriginal ceremonies around the world for centuries and centuries.
Nice.
Cedar is used for purification and ritual, and it is for a reason,
Right.
because cedar affects the limbic system.
Mm.
And
That's very important.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
And the efficacy of cedar to provide all kinds of healing benefits is becoming more and more known.
Oh,
As
man.
the popularity of essential oils.
If you ain't never get this done, get this done.
Yeah, well, you're going to be getting it done later.
Right. We're going to see what happens to a breatharian body.
Yeah.
I might not want to get out. I'll be all sleeping there. Get up.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how it is
Wow.
for you, because it's like, as I was saying, and with the osmosis thing, you are also getting this tremendous amount of picture. Your entire cardiovascular system fully dilated from the
Whoa.
heat. All the pores in your body fully dilated from the
Whoa.
heat. And then as this very fragrant cedar is fermenting, the oils are being released into the steam. And
Yeah.
they're coming into your entire body through all the pores. So it's like getting a full body compress.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Listen at this. See? A massage. We can't even call it a massage, huh?
No, it's more
This
like
somewhere,
It's a
somewhere
body
else.
treatment. Yeah.
It's a treatment.
This body treatment right here is part of the breatharian process.
Well, self-care certainly.
Self-care is.
Yeah. So I was at a spa in Calistoga this weekend, and my friend Chris, who's the manager there, was telling me about this new treatment they have, which is called the 420 treatment, which makes you think, wait, but no, that's not what it is. It's the 420 treatment is 4 hands, 20 fingers. It's 2 people giving you the massage.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
And using
I
CBD
like
oil.
that. Oh,
Well, I had
so
to
it's
do-
a riff on 420. That's
Yeah.
cute.
Right, 420
But-
treatment.
But here it is like billions of microorganisms. You can't even count.
Can't even count them.
Yeah.
So I had the 420 treatment before then. I want to try this.
So
I
we're
never had
gonna
it.
record you later after you do your treatment.
The
See-
before and after.
Before and after.
Yeah.
This is so perfect. Oh, man. So if y'all ever up in this area, up in Sebastopol, I finally got the name.
You got it.
Sebastopol,
You got it.
yeah.
Right.
We're 6 miles west of Sebastopol in the teeny tiny hamlet of Freestone, one of the most scenic villages in all of Northern California.
And come get you an osmosis treatment.
Yeah.
This is awesome. And you'll see me later on. What? Billions of enzymes or microorganisms
Yeah.
all over me.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Basking in the tree.
Basking in a tree.
So we're gonna come find you at 2:00 and do some qigong.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay.
This is so perfect. So we'll be doing Qigong later.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Bringing in that energy flow.
Yeah.
But thank you
Wonderful.
so
Yeah,
much.
thank you. Thank you.
And we can walk around. Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So just please be mindful that this is normally a silent area.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there's no guests right here.
Right, yeah,
but
we
if you
noticed
see
that.
guests coming in with their robes on, then
We'll move on out.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, okay. You're welcome. I'm very delighted to have you here.
Oh,
Voila.
thank you.
Okay.
Isn't that awesome?
So we have to stay on the stones because I don't know if people can see how beautiful this sand is.
Yeah,
but
look how
it's-
beautiful this
It's
is.
raked in a very special
Look at-
way.
Yep. Out there on the lake. So this is the meditation center where he said we're free to walk here and talk since we won't be disturbing nobody yet. But pretty soon, then we got to walk on the stones. You see that?
Yeah.
We don't want to mess up the other part. But this is beautiful out here once again.
Oh, this is so
Look at this. Oh. Like I said, every day's a Christmas. Every night's a New Year's Eve.
And this is such a great place to be talking about the inner G.
Our energy. Now let's go back to that.
Inner God within, inner divine.
And then when people say, I really love God, my life,
Baby, sit here for a minute.
yeah. So when people say, I really love God, and God is at the head of my life, okay, many people got different concepts. So when I say I'm God, I'm just learned to put myself first and really put God, not in an egotistical way, to take care of yourself or self-love. That's something, ain't it? So being out here at this spa again is like a declaration on how we're living our life, to say, we woke up today saying, let's go take care of ourselves.
Right. And it's not about Elitom's a god or I'm a goddess, therefore you should worship
Right.
us.
Ask nobody to worship
Not
you.
at all. No. In fact, don't even worship yourself.
Right.
Right? In that kind of material way. But do honor who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Do honor who Elitom and who I am and who the people around you are, because we all have that beautiful God within, right? That beautiful source energy within.
Right.
Honor
the energy.
that. Yeah, the energy.
That's what we want to honor.
That. Don't put it up in a pedestal. There's no comparison here. We're all equals. We're all this beautiful life force energy that's flowing through us. We all have a unified soul.
And then what's wonderful is like it began to perpetrate off of you to where you see these life forms behind us. This is what this is. They got the same source energy going through them also.
Yes,
This is
we're
a whole
one and
nother
the same
ball
with
game.
all of this. This is all part of God too.
All right.
This is all source. We're surrounded by source.
Right.
Yeah.
This is so perfect, ain't it?
Yeah, we're pointing because we're seeing some folks come out here for some quiet time, but luckily we're in this nice little bench. We're off to the side.
We're off to the side, not bothering nobody.
Too loud.
Now what's that over there?
Well, let's walk over there and see.
Yeah, let's go see. We're curious kids
Yeah.
walking in our garden. Voila! Look at all this beauty. Oh my gosh, which way did we go? Which way did we go?
Let's go this way.
This is a beautiful Japanese garden again. And in Japan, they do got a history of having beautiful gardens. And they even got, this is what I like about Japan, they got the classic stone gardens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love stones. I'm a big stone person. And not only that, that's really popular is something that's called forest bathing. And we just spoke with Michael, and he's very much into forest bathing.
Right.
And that's where you're walking through nature
Listen
and
at
you're
that.
letting the energy of the forest just kind of bathe and wash your energy clean.
And that's how I met him.
Right.
They was going on their way to go forest bathing. And that was
Yeah.
the day I was doing the workshap up
That's
here. And he
right.
couldn't make it because of that. But
Right.
that's how we got out here.
Yeah. And I can see, right, that's how we got here. So everything kind of lined up. The forest, may the forest be with you, right?
No coincidence
Like it's all
whatsoever.
happening.
Everything just do. That's how we meet new people, meet new ways. But everybody's, like when you brought up forest bathing, that's what we're talking about, the pranic journey again.
That's right. And I feel like I'm being bathed being here. So even though we're
Right.
not in the forest,
Look
we're
at
in
all
a
of this.
garden. So we're garden bathing.
We're
Just
garden bathing.
being here kind of washes your energy clean. And we've given videos in the past about breatharian alignment.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in a place like this that's peaceful, or any place that makes you feel energetically bathed, then you can start channeling in more prana, because a lot of your kinks and the things that you're hanging on to is washed away. So then you're more in tune.
Letting
with the
loose
energy.
the stress.
Mm-hmm.
Get the mind back, because we was talking earlier about how we keep, or the mind by its nature, energy loves to move, but our mind plays tricks on us, or our emotions. And it wants to stay there and keep repeating something over and over again, even though it could be over.
Yeah, we can get in these mental cycles.
Right, and that's a stagnation. But when you get out of places like this back in alignment, look at that.
If you just wash it all away, you can breathe in some look at this going in that direction. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
it's
wow.
so pretty.
Voila.
Just breathe it away and just let the stress roll off you, or whatever it is you're dealing with. Just let it roll away. All that matters is this moment, here and now. This is a good place to do some breath work.
Oh, yes.
Some good pranayama.
Wow, don't you feel it? We're
You
high.
can do it right from where you are, wherever you are. Just take
Right.
a minute and breathe.
We're living in it. Purity is the new high.
It's the best.
Just the journey.
So good. And it just keeps you going.
Over and over again. This is what we're living off of. Our bodies are made to work with energy.
And the energy of the natural world.
Of the natural world, that's
Big
right.
time, because we're natural spirits.
Mm-hmm. Having a good time out here just by being out here. We didn't even start our Qigong yet.
No, we're
Well,
gonna be doing that a little later.
We're already getting what? We're already Qigonging.
Yeah.
Look at that beautiful garden. Voila. And that's one of your, I like how they got the Japanese art dealing with the trees. On one level, it's a pine tree. But on the level, they got it, I forgot how they used to call it, Bandai trees.
Bonsai. And then they have these stones. You're talking about the stone.
Stone gardens, Japanese is known for this.
stones. I love stones. Oh, it's so grounding. It feels so good.
That's awesome, ain't it?
I'm
Oh man, the whole energetic connection being out here. Voila.
And then you can see where we came in from. If we turn it around, you can see the portal that we walked through right there.
Yeah, there's the portal that we walked through.
Yeah.
The lake right there. This is so beautiful.
Koi pond.
So again, in my travels too,
Oh,
like,
look, there's another bench. Let's sit at all the benches.
oh yeah, we got to put our energy there.
Oh, this is a little one. Good thing we're both skinny.
Yeah, you know,
Good thing we don't eat much.
I'm a $1.20. A $1.20 soaking wet.
I think I'm a $1.05.
Oh man.
And I'm 5'7".
We rolling. Well, you know, it's all about energy. We're more subtle energies. And our bodies is designed for what? Energy conservation.
Yeah, and we're channeling it. And I also wanted to mention that even if you have stress and things like that, because right now we're in a place where the stress is designed to melt off of you, taking you off your pranic path, just know that the stress might be keeping you from feeling the prana in your body, but it's still there.
Right.
So even though you're not able to connect with it, doesn't mean you've lost it. Doesn't mean you're going back on the path. It's still there. And, you know, it'll come back to you once you're able to breathe more and kind of release and help your mind calm down and whatever it is that you're moving through.
Right.
Still there.
Absolutely.
And
We're
things
jamming.
like walking through a beautiful area like this is so healing, and the breath work especially.
Look what we're sitting in. And all these other beings, they're practicing photosynthesis.
I'm being nurtured by this. I actually really feel the energy from this. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you can tell, but this entire bush is giving us a hug.
Yeah, it is.
It's all around here. It's all behind us. It's all on the side of Elitom here.
And this is all healing. Oh man. Making contact with me.
So
Hi.
nice.
But again, see, you got to start looking at the natural world differently. It's our perceptions that throws us off. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of train yourself to start looking at the world in this type of level. It's here, it exists, but it's how we're looking at it. And these are living beings, and we're making this energy exchange with them. When we breathe in, on a basic level, we're breathing in oxygen, and we're giving off this carbon. But the plan is what? Breathing in carbon and giving us oxygen.
Yeah.
There's a relationship right now with nature.
Yeah.
So this is awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
And we're loving this. And we're putting off such good energy and gratitude that I can tell that this plant is loving
Being
us
grateful
too.
for being alive,
Yeah.
being grateful to be able to do what we're doing. You know, don't focus on the negativity, the things you got in life. Just focus always on just being grateful.
As much as you're able to until it becomes more and more
Right.
and more of who
Look
you
at that
really
sun
are.
hitting us. We can feel it. We're grateful. We can
I
move
know.
our hands and all this other stuff. We can walk around. And I meet so many people sometimes, like, you know, they'll lose something that they took for granted just by walking every day. Man, if only if I could walk again, or if only if I had my eyesight or whatever. So just be thankful, and that's where the energy really starts out at. You'll be a happier, healthier person just through that gratefulness of being alive and appreciating life.
And it really helps you connect to your inner love, right? Because that's, a lot of people refer to God as love.
Right.
Like it's all the one. I mean,
Now,
that's what
here we
I
go.
feel. I feel like, you know, God is pure love. That's what it is.
Right.
Right? So you're connected to your love flow when you're in a place of gratitude.
So let's go back with the God energy again. Now listen at this. Okay, I'll put God in front of my name. I'm loving.
You are loving.
Yeah.
Elitom's an extremely loving man. You're loving, you're generous, you're in the light, you're in the flow. You don't have very many attachments of any.
Oh, my
I haven't
gosh.
seen any attachments actually, you know. I mean, you're pretty
Right.
you're
So
pretty
you're allowed to
clean
love.
there, you know.
You ain't trying to, you know, hold on to nothing. It's just love it, appreciate, have gratitude. And that's the energy that we're talking about. Wow.
Yeah.
And everything else is just a life experience as we in this beautiful garden again. Look at this.
Yeah, and we all have that within us. We all have the potential for love and gratitude and those higher states of being within us.
Oh, let's go check out that bench over there now.
Okay, let's go do it.
We bench hopping.
We're bench hopping. And I think we're alone again, so I think that's good. We're not disturbing anyone.
Right, look at that beautiful lake.
Just look at this. I just feel so grateful to be here.
Voila.
And it's a sunny day too. It could have been raining. It could have been windy.
Yeah, it could
And
have.
this is what we thought.
Oh, we thought it was real cold out, didn't we?
I know. We brought all our jackets.
We were
but
like, buckle up. We're going to be outside.
It's really nice.
As soon as we got out here, we was like, wait a minute, it ain't cold out here. What are we talking about? Oh, man, look at that. Beautiful garden. Beautiful for meditation. And there's different forms of meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Meditation is such a loose word, but get one to where you're at and where you can work with it. But the main thing, all meditations say relax.
Yeah. And move into if you're not familiar with the different states of the brain, you've got delta, which is where you're unconscious or asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Theta is when you're meditating. And then you've got alpha and beta when you're more in the active mindsets. But you want to be more in that theta state, which is what I'm in when I'm doing my healing sessions with my Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're in when you're doing your Qigong.
Right.
If you're doing breath work or any kind of meditation, you're more in the theta. And everybody straight across the board says if you want to be a breatharian, if you want to raise your vibration,
Here we go.
you have to spend more time in that theta state.
Right.
So any state of being or any activity that just gets your mind very calm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the meditation is so important.
So important.
You can get there through energy work, like what I do.
Right.
You can get there through just walking through a forest and being mindful.
Absolutely.
Doing the bathing.
Right.
The forest bathing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that forest bathing. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was my first time hearing that.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a thing.
He said, I'm going forest bathing. What?
What? You do it all the time. You didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it. So that means I do city bathing, beach bathing.
Well, as long as it's the kind of energy where it's washing you clean. So let's try this bench right here. This
Here
is
we
a
go.
nice one.
We're bench hopping.
Yeah.
This is the best way to travel. Oh, isn't this wonderful? What a wonderful world.
The sun feels so good. Now, you know what we're doing? Now we're sunbathing.
Now we're sunbathing.
We're
Look at
letting
this.
the beautiful energies of the sun feed us and go into our skin.
And that's what it's doing. We're making contact with it.
It's filling us up with prana. Boy, do I feel it.
Don't you feel it? Coming down the spinal cord. We got electricity going down the spinal cord.
It's great. So
Loosening up the shoulders.
before I was being fed by that bush.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm being fed fully by the sun.
Fully from the sun.
It's totally different energy.
That's why some people will say, you need to eat this to get this and this and this. And I'm like, well, where did a plant get it from? Where did an animal get it from?
The sun.
Let's go to the source. I could do the same thing. Our energy, our inner God,
Right.
that energy that's fulfilling us come from somewhere.
Yeah. The energy is the same as the inner G.
Exactly, same thing. No separation.
Yeah, because the energy is prana, it's chi, it's life force energy, and we've got the inner God. It's all the same.
So all we're doing is just declaring our self-realization, not in an arrogant way. We're just letting people know that it's okay
Yeah.
to recognize who you are and share it with others.
Yeah.
You're that power also. We're that source also.
Yeah. It's not just power. There's a lot of power in it,
Mm-hmm.
but what it really is just peace.
Yeah.
It's compassion. It's just knowing that you're connected to everything.
Knowing that you're connected.
It's just
And we're connected both
beautiful.
day and night all the time.
Oh, all the time.
We're getting gamma rays on us right now. I ain't getting no gamma rays. Yeah, you are. X-rays going through us. All these different rays in the electromagnetic spectrum already making contact with us both day and night all the time. It's just that people feel disconnected. And that's what we're saying about the food freedom path, to eat very little or none at all. That's how we said that. Eat very little or none at all. And when I teach people, I don't teach you just to put tape on your mouth and say, I'll never eat again. I'm teaching you how to eat your way to food freedom. You understand? We got to learn how to what? Don't let those experiences overtake you.
Well, first you have to learn how to eat.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're eating one way, just slowly lighten up and be healthier and healthier. Learn how to eat.
Learn how to eat.
Chew, take your time. And then, working at the same time, increasing your prana with your meditation, spending more time in theta, doing things to de-stress yourself.
Right.
Making your life more high vibe, pay attention to the friends that you're with, the thoughts that you're thinking.
Absolutely.
That's part of the breatharian path. It's the whole picture.
And then when you're ready for this other states, because there is levels and degrees to let it all go. Your body will let you know when you're ready, your mind ready, your desires, certain things you don't want to do no more. So
It's
an
natural.
energy. It's
Yeah.
natural.
So you're building up your energy.
Right.
You're building up your prana, and you're connecting more to the God within.
Oh, and I can't wait to take that
The
osmosis.
Cedar enzyme bath.
Oh man, that's going to be awesome. Just thinking about it.
That's going to mellow out your energy.
Yeah, it is. And it's key to what he's saying. Those, no matter what he's dealing with, but the key is there's a detoxification that's going to take place.
And that's very important on the Breatharian path.
Very important, because it's all about loosening up the energies of the brain, the nervous system, and the glands, to clean those out so that the energy can move a lot more smoother, because our physical body is the gateway to the invisible forces.
That's very true. Yeah, the cleaner your body is, the more connection you have to your intuition, your psychic abilities, getting downloads and ideas, and just feeling more connected to everything.
And look how you said those downloads and ideas. That's one thing, but we're going to do a video on this coming soon. This is dealing with reprogramming.
Yeah, very important.
Oh, man.
Science is now backing up. You can reprogram your DNA with language.
Right.
With the words, the sentences, the things that you're saying.
Right. Reprogram yourself. So that means at one level, you're already a program. Because in the Kabbalah, they say the definition of a person is a program.
Yeah, I mean, we've been programmed since babyhood,
So
from our parents to school to society.
All that information came in. So now we got to reprogram ourselves if you want to make a change, want to go another direction, and it's possible. That's the thing about it. It's not far-fetched. Like I teach all the time in the Breatharian Knowledge, this is a biocomputer, and all you're doing is download a new application of information, and once you got the download, this computer or this program is going to do the printout that's going to take place in your life.
Right. And what's the download? It's basically just falling into alignment with life, with
Oh, absolutely.
source, with God, with peace, with love, with balance, with with everything that's incredibly healthy on every possible level.
Right.
And it's the program of limitlessness, of expanding your mind, because what we're teaching with the Breatharian movement blows your mind.
Yeah.
Most people just can't believe that it's possible, and the fact is, it is.
It is.
So it's really just kind of opening up a whole new possibility of the potentials of the human spirit and the human energy and the human
This is so perfect.
physical.
This is awesome. And just like
It's
anything,
just amazing.
and just like anything, we got the memo in a way, because that energy, that inner source that's in us, it's the one that's doing the work.
Yeah. When you're in the flow, it's just,
When you're in the flow.
You don't even. Yeah, you're just going with it.
So even when it hits the human potential and the human being, and you spend time wrestling with that idea, you can kind of see it. It's just that sometimes we look at our own situation and it overwhelms us to say, but what about me? But this is what makes the message so user-friendly now. It is for everybody. It ain't for the sage up in the mountains no more.
Well, if the person wants it.
Only if you want it.
Yeah, not everybody wants this.
Right. And that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
But for those where the door is open, we could say it's user-friendly. You can take your time, start where you at, and just go slowly.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a gentle, beautiful process,
Wow.
Enjoy the journey, but also enjoy yourself.
Absolutely.
Love yourself along the way. Really.
Now where our next bench
Well,
at?
let's go check it out.
Yeah, we gotta go explore. Then we got our what? All right.
Then we're going to do Qigong.
Oh, we jamming.
We're probably going to be doing the Qigong out that way, so we'll leave that for later.
Whoa, there's people back there too. We jamming. Look at this beautiful garden again.
I can't believe how warm it is.
Yeah, this is a perfect day outside. First it would seem like it'd be a cold front come in, but you know us.
Somehow we always seem to bring the sunshine.
Yeah, we change the weather. Or it changes for us, for what we're about to create.
Ooh, does everyone hear the sound of the waterfall?
Oh man, listen at that sound. That's beautiful in itself. That's why people come out here to meditate, just from the sound.
Here.
See, I once lived at a place where there was a river, and you could hear that sound every day, 24/7, both day and night. And my spiritual growth advanced so fast just by being in that healing environment. which was awesome. We made us a new bench.
Yeah, we're just sitting on rocks now.
Right?
That's cool.
Yeah, this do look awesome, doesn't it? We out in the wilderness for real. Voila. But this is beautiful once again. And just by hearing that sound,
So nice.
see, there's so many things that's happening to our physical body when we put it in the right condition that could just heal it on its own.
Now we're being cleansed and fed by the water energy.
Yeah, we are. You can feel it on you too, just coming from that direction, the sound.
So going around this garden here, we had all the elements.
Right. This is awesome, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh man, they got this really done up good. And even though this is a garden, like we're saying, if you just open up your mind to want to live this lifestyle, I guarantee you, right where you living, there's healing locations. Everywhere I go, I pinpoint the land, where I'm going to be at, how I'm going to do my routine, and I find it all the time. Because it's there. See, it's just like ants who built their house inside of the forest. And there's millions, if not billions, of ants living in there. I'm sure there's an ant saying, I need to get out of this city and go into nature. They're already in the nature, they never left. So we as humans, we kind of fool ourselves on this external activity there with the big buildings and stuff. Well, I can't be breatharian here, or I can't really improve here. But you map out the territory, even in the city, I'll say, okay, that park is good. I'm going to walk this path.
Well, what's your favorite tree?
What's your favorite
I've lived
tree?
in places where I just have like one tree that I really have a relationship with. I'm like, I love this tree. I'm going to go visit it every day, give it a hug, just sit with
It's
it.
awesome. Because we never left the garden, just like the ants.
Well, we're part of it.
We're
you
part
know?
of it.
And when you're one with that, you really want to connect with that, which is, natural.
Oh, man. And we being who we are now, we just know to take full advantage of it.
Oh, totally. Yeah, because
we're putting out an energy so strong. Look how we ended up here.
I know that was pretty.
That's strong.
Really
So
good
that's our
alignment.
new identity. That's what we look for. So that's a whole mindset for this to happen to us.
And we resonate on this level. So when you're resonating, other things that resonate with you are going to come to you.
Right.
So since we're resonating on this level, this opportunity to be here just fell into our lap.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's just a good reminder of you want to
And
be what you want to attract.
And I'm actually about to get a what's that called again?
It's a Cedar
A Cedar?
enzyme bath.
Right.
I think it's called a
You
bath.
can't
I'm not
beat
sure.
that.
It's
See,
really-
my energy put that out there, huh? We just attracted it to us.
You were needing some self-care because you just went through a real stressful situation.
Right, I was like pulling stuff off of me.
Yeah, you needed to have a bath here.
Right. So now I gotta go get
Cleanse.
my whole 9 yards coming in the beam.
Yeah, it's
This is
already
awesome.
starting. This is a nice cleanse right here. So anyway, so we just wanted to share a little bit more insight about the energy, the inner God, and the title that you've been using.
Right. But it
Right.
won't quit. I can't quit now. I'm the energy.
Yeah, because you're God Elitom. It would be the same as a woman said, oh, I'm goddess.
Right.
You know, I don't refer to myself that way, but I could.
Well, plenty of them do. Because I was like wondering, did I say something wrong? So I looked up goddess on YouTube, and all these goddesses was there. But nobody said you can't be one. So that shows you that, nothing. I ain't saying nothing. Watch your words. But anyway, I'm not allowed to be a god, but they're allowed to be a goddess.
Well, it's really, but it has such
But
a,
that's society.
a bigger meaning.
And that's the
than
way
that.
we put it. So that's human stuff again, but at least we defined it just now.
Yeah.
Brought it down to earth so we won't seem egotistical or like we're trying to put ourselves or nobody else. We're not trying to do
Because
that
it's
at all.
just saying, it's just acknowledging that we're source, right? So are you.
Right.
All source energy.
And we're having a great time too. We're jamming.
Yeah.
So we'll see y'all in a few. We're going to be starting some Qigong out here. There's people out here who want to do it also. So we'll be out here at the Osmosis Garden Spa doing Qigong. This is high energy.
Oh, beautiful.
Talk to you soon. We love you. Hum, nim, ma, num, ma, num, ma, num, ma.